Now, just a week after Valentine's Day, in another part of Kerala, in fact, the state capital, another young couple were harassed, but this time by police women. Vishnu and Aarti did not cow down. They instead took to Facebook to live streaming what was happening to them. They decided that they had no reason to be ashamed, embarrassed. The people who were harassing them were the ones who needed to be exposed and embarrassed instead. Their friend Jaljit, in fact, is now joining us on 8 p.m. Do you think maybe, just maybe, Jaljit, if the same idea had occurred to Anish and his female friend, he would still be alive? Jaljit, can you hear me? All right, we'll try and go back to Jaljit in just a while, but I just want to play out for our viewers again that entire episode, which was recorded by these 5 goons who decided to play so-called moral cops and harass this couple at a beach on Valentine's Day. Let's just play out exactly what happened. Remember, this was the video that was subsequently circulated on social media, and so troubled and traumatized were this young couple that eventually the young man was forced to kill himself. Jaljit is back with us. Jaljit, within a span of a week, we had these 2 episodes taking place. On the one hand, it was these self-appointed moral police. On the other, it was the police itself, people in uniform. Is this such a pervasive problem that sometimes very difficult to differentiate between goons and the police? Alright, we seem to be having a bit of an issue with Jaljit. We'll try and get back to him later in the day. Now, a follow-up to the story that we flagged up yesterday. The horror of parents of children who were attending a private school in Bengaluru. Number of those children, in fact, have now complained that they were sexually harassed. It happened repeatedly, and what's worse, they came up against a completely apathetic school management and even the police. What's worse is that now more and more cases are surfacing as we dig deeper.
An incident that shook Bengaluru in 2014. A child was sexually assaulted in her school, triggering massive outrage, violent protests. What followed were various guidelines. 3 years later, the horror returns. A 3-year-old girl molested inside a prominent play school in South Bengaluru. The crime committed by the play school supervisor. The parent of the 3-year-old said that the school had turned a deaf ear to their plea to take action. They then went to the police.
Police must not and cannot make any attempt to dilute the cases against the school management regardless of what political connection or affiliation or power they have. It is our responsibility to ensure that the parents find it easy to get justice for the child.
The shocking happenings in the school doesn't end there. More parents have now come out complaining their children had been sexually assaulted. At least 6 complaints have been filed against the supervisor, Manjunath, who is in jail.
Ma'am, can you just tell us what happened? What did you ask the commissioner, and what did he tell you?
He does what he says.
Okay.
So he has immediately taken 2 actions in his hands.
Okay.
One is to get the school and the house sealed, which ideally should have been done on day 1.
Immediately, yes.
The child abuse at the play school only goes to show that there may be a number of guidelines for schools to follow, but what matters most is their implementation. Bureau Report, India Today.